Is Donald Trump an authoritarian? And are we living under authoritarianism? There's actually a theory that describes this strange time in our history, when undocumented people are rounded up by masked agents and the military is deployed to American cities, but many of our lives continue without too much disruption. It's called the dual state theory, and it argues that in dual state societies there are two interlinked systems. The first is the one that we're accustomed to, the system of law and order and public institutions. But the second one is a system where the government's power is unbounded and where specific groups are targeted. The theory was coined by Ernst Fraenkel, a Jewish lawyer who worked in Germany in the 1930s and observed how Hitler manipulated the country's rule of law in his rise to power. And it's proven helpful in describing authoritarian regimes across the globe, from apartheid South Africa to the military dictatorship in Brazil, and even current-day El Salvador. A crucial feature of Frankel's theory, and what we're seeing when the Trump administration disregards the constitutional rights of undocumented people, is that authoritarianism is felt by some groups far earlier than others. And it plunges those unlucky groups into what the journalist Amanda Taub calls a legal abyss that is defined by uncontrolled state violence. For undocumented people, this state violence has looked like, but is not limited to, being racially profiled and arrested by masked agents, disappeared into unmarked vehicles, denied legal representation and due process, held in unsanitary and overcrowded detention centers, and being deported in the middle of the night. And just because it's happening to undocumented people right now doesn't mean the rest of us are protected. Earlier this year, Trump said during a press conference that he'd like to find a way to deport U.S. citizens to El Salvador's notorious CCOP prison.
We also have homegrown criminals. I'd like to include them in the group of people to get them out of the country.
And scholars note that while it's important for dual-state regimes to couch their actions within the veneer of legality, that need often falls away over time.